What's going on, everybody? B Scott here with you. It's the first four downs, and on today's show, we're going to be going through another division. We got the NFC North on the docket, so keep it locked and loaded right here at the first four downs. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. As I mentioned in the preview, we're going to be going over the NFC North today. You got the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, is he going to show up? Who knows? That's going to be a huge impact in that division. You got the Chicago Bears. Can the defense continue to stay elite? And Andy Dalton or Justin Fields, can they upbring this offense? You got the Minnesota Vikings coming off a down year, especially on the defensive side. Can they pick it back up and be relevant in this division? And then, of course, the Detroit Lions, brand new head coach, GM. It's a whole new team. They're not going to win very many games. So before we get to today's content, don't forget, like the video, subscribe, share, thumb, bell, all that good stuff. Comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Obviously, some of you are not going to agree. I get it. That's okay. Comment. Let me know your feelings, your thoughts. I'll get back to you. So let's get right into it, man. We're going to start this show with the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions, one of the worst teams in football. What do? They get a new head coach, new offense, new quarterback. They're not going to win very many games. I got them winning 2 games, 2-15. Would I be surprised if they win less? No. Would I be surprised if they won 4 or 5 games? I would. I think it's going to be a real struggle for the Detroit Lions coming off the worst defense last season, giving up the most total yards on offense, giving up the most touchdowns, passing and rushing. They're just not going to be very good on offense. Matthew Stafford, he leaves in a trade. You get Jared Goff, a worse quarterback in my opinion than Stafford for sure. Marvin Jones Jr., Kenny Golladay, both of them gone. You got two new receivers, veterans. Tyrell Williams hasn't been able to stay healthy. Rashad Perriman, you've known the injury history with that guy. And then obviously you got some young guys. TJ Hawkinson, absolute stud at the tight end position. DeAndre Swift, great weapon coming out of the backfield. He could be viable, but you got to keep him healthy. They had Jamal Williams, help bolster that running back group. Great 1-2 punch here. You had Penei Sewell. You hope to run the football, but then you need to play defense. If you're going to run the football heavy and play defense, guess what? The Lions defense is not going to transform overnight. They were terrible last year. Now, could they be better this season? Of course, but are they going to make a full transformation? I'm not so sure. Dan Campbell's the head coach. Anthony Lynn, the offense coordinator. Anthony Lynn, coming from the Chargers, made terrible coaching decisions, in my opinion, and lost a lot of games based on his coaching decisions. Now he's the offensive coordinator. Can he get something going with this Lions team on offense? You know the defense is going to struggle. I just think they have too many holes to really produce a good team. So I got the Detroit Lions at 2 wins this year. Maybe they win 3 games, but that's tops. It's going to be another struggle year. They're a lot away from being a good football team. The Minnesota Vikings. So obviously I'm going to get a lot of down talk here. I got them 5-6 wins here. Last season, honestly, on offense, they were pretty good. Their defense fell apart. Just was not there. Bottom 6 ranked defense. Kirk Cousins has shown time and time again that he can play very efficiently. Had 35 passing touchdowns, but can't get it done when it matters. They go 7-9, albeit with an upper echelon offense. In the draft, they get Christian Darrisaw. That should help on the offensive line, definitely. Also, they draft Kellen Mond, 3rd round quarterback. It's looking like he could possibly take Kirk Cousins' job here in the next couple of seasons. We'll have to wait and see, but the offense should be elite. You got Dalvin Cook. Justin Jefferson has emerged as a star. You still got Adam Thielen there. The offense shouldn't be the problem. Now, the defensive side, they added some interior defensive linemen. That should help. They've added some pieces. Patrick Peterson in the secondary. They could be better here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could be totally wrong with giving them 6 wins here. But based on last season and knowing that sometimes elite teams just don't pick up the victories, pick up the wins, because that's what matters at the end of the day, this could be a team like that. They did it last year. They finished 7-9. Underachieved hugely, but the defense, man, it fell apart. I could be wrong here, but the Minnesota Vikings, I'm going to give them 5-6 wins. That's where they're at. If they win 8-9 games, I would definitely understand. But it just depends on if they can get that defense together. Vikings fans, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I got you at 5-6 wins. The Chicago Bears. Now call me crazy. I got them going 9-8. Very similar to last season. The defense, it's definitely getting older. They've lost a couple players. Fuller, it's going to be tough for the defense to hopefully continue to grind it out. But it's tough to play in Chicago. If the defense could just be above average, which of course I still think they can be, the offense hopefully can pick it up. So let's turn to the offensive side of the football. You draft Justin Fields as your starting quarterback. We'll have to wait and see. Andy Dalton, they're naming him the starter. I'm sorry. I think Justin Fields just has a lot more to offer the Chicago Bears on offense with his mobility. You saw it. He's got 4.4 speed. The man's a playmaker. Now, yes, he's still got a lot of growing to do. But if it was up to me, Justin Fields, if he's ready to go week 1, that's the quarterback I'm going to roll out there. Now, the offense, can it sustain? Allen Robinson playing on the tag. He's not very happy about it, but he's going to. You still got Anthony Miller coming out of the slot. You got Darnell Mooney, who showed that he can be effective on the outside a little bit. Jimmy Graham can still catch touchdowns. Cole Kmet, up-and-coming young tight end. He's pretty good. David Montgomery, coming off a great second back half of the season last year. Can he continue to grow from that and get better? And obviously the backfield gets a little healthier with Tariq Cohen coming back. So I think the Chicago Bears still have a 500 football team right now. Now, would I be surprised if the Vikings and the Chicago Bears flip places this year? No, I wouldn't be. If the Vikings defense can pick it back up, you know the offense is going to be elite. They can win some games. Chicago Bears, you hope the defense can stay legit enough. The offense hopefully can increase from last season. You know the quarterback play. It was terrible. Mitch Trubisky, he's out of there. Nick Foles, he's your third stringer, and it's fine. Can the offense pick up where the defense might slip this year for the Chicago Bears? That's the question. Now, I still think they'll be able to get it done. Matt Nagy, he's a good head coach. 9 wins, 9-8. That's where I got the Chicago Bears. Finally, we got the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers, I got them winning 13 games, 13-4. Now, Aaron Rodgers, is he going to show up to play? That's going to be the question. Now, I still think if they roll out Jordan Love, they could win 10-plus games. Obviously, the offense has some elite talent on it. They signed Aaron Jones to a contract. A.J. Dillon, you saw at the back half of the season, kind of what he can do. I mean, the guy's massive. And then you still got Devontae Adams, arguably one of the top 2 or 3 receivers in the league, period. Aaron Rodgers does impact their win totals, definitely, but I still think 13-4, I'm guessing Aaron Rodgers is going to come back on the defensive side. They had Stokes in the secondary to help him out. Pairing him with Jair Alexander, that should help the secondary. It really struggled down the stretch. They also lost their center to free agency, Lindsley, and Bakhtiari, coming off torn ACL. So the offensive line hopefully can get it back and get it working. They had an above-average offensive line for most of last season. They were only a couple plays away from making it to the Super Bowl, and who knows if they would have been able to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They could have honestly been the team hoisting the trophy. But the defense has to improve a little bit. The offense, you already know, is elite. Tunyon's come out as a star and everything like that, but Aaron Rodgers, it still impacts their win total. So I'm going to give the Green Bay Packers 13 wins this season, albeit on the back of Aaron Rodgers being the starter. So that's been my take of the NFC North, giving you just a little insight, little keynotes on where these teams stand to finish my prediction at the end of the 2021 NFL season. You don't agree with it, that's fine. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I love to talk back. So don't forget, if you like the video, subscribe, share, thumb, bell, all that good stuff. And leave me a comment and talk to me. I'll talk back. So for the first 4 downs, it's been B. Scott, and I'm out.